I am a nerd and a hippie rolled into one. Whether you are a science-based person who's just a little bit curious about spirituality topics, or a spiritual seeker who doesn't want anything to do with science, you will find that both voices at times will resonate with you and will stretch you out of your comfort zone. That's on purpose, perfectly fine. Just relax, enjoy the ride. This is going to be fun. Welcome to Body, Mind, and Spirit. I'm your host, Dr. Pichardo-Johansson, retired board-certified hematologist-oncologist and twice cancer survivor. My intention for this show is to bridge the gap between medical science and spirit, reconcile conventional medicine and holistic wellness, and to normalize the conversation about the spiritual dimensions of health. Here we weave the evidence of science with the mystery of the spirit and explore what becomes possible when we move beyond merely surviving into becoming truly, fully alive. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about what I call the Mind, Body, Spirit 101. Before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Help us spread the mission of this channel, which is not only education, but also awareness. When you share this video, when you like it, when you comment, you're helping us change the conversation and shift the consensus reality in the world. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Now, back to the show. First, I'm going to start by giving you a little bit of a warning about your instructor. I don't dare calling myself a professor yet. I am just someone passionate about these topics who will be learning and expanding my knowledge as we go. So your instructor is introducing herself today. So listen to this. I am not one person. I am two. You're getting two for the price of one. And no, it's not dissociative personality disorder. Psychology now acknowledges that we are not one person, we are a collection of different sub-personalities. I am two personalities at once. I am a nerd and a hippie rolled into one. What do I mean with that? I'm definitely a nerd. I was trained with a conventional medicine degree, Western medicine. After my MD degree, I spent 3 years training in internal medicine at Wayne State University, where I still remember the very first lecture we got as residents was about evidence-based medicine. Then I spent 3 years at Northwestern University, where I got a double subspecialty degree in hematology and medical oncology. But at the same time, I also completed a master's in clinical investigation and spent 2 years working in a basic research lab where I was working on methylation, epigenetics, the very, very early experiments of gene control. And what I learned from all those years of experience was two major things. First, the scientific method was secret. And second, never believe anything that doesn't have evidence behind it. So that is the nerd that's going to be talking to you from time to time. We also have another side of me. By nature, I've always been a very spiritual person. I grew up in a religious environment, Catholic, where miracle healings were talked about like completely normal. I continue to feed my curiosity for a spiritual meaning over the years and eventually also develop a fascination by the esoteric, woo-woo, new agey topics. I am passionate about things as different as law of attraction to the telepathy tapes. I've been a follower of Deepak Chopra, Bruce Lipton, and even Joe Dispenza. So I admit that my hippie loves him and my nerd is a little freaked out about him. Then I went through a phase of my life when I explored many other spiritual beliefs in the world. I studied Eastern religion, a little bit of Kabbalah, definitely Ayurveda. I never pronounced that right. Ayurveda, please forgive that and cut me some slack. So these two very different voices are going to take turns during our talks. And they are going to sometimes contradict each other, have to agree to disagree, but most importantly, hold each other accountable and be each other's devil's advocate. You probably are going to like one more than the other, and that's perfectly fine. Make sure to also open your eyes, your mind, your ears for the other voice, because that is the one that's going to teach you something new. So whether you are a science-based person who's just a little bit curious about spirituality topics, or whether you are a spiritual seeker who doesn't want anything to do with science, you will find that both voices at times will resonate with you and will stretch you out of your comfort zone. That's on purpose, perfectly fine. Just relax, enjoy the ride. This is going to be fun. Over the next few weeks, we'll be covering the topics I call the foundations of mind, body, spirit medicine, or body, mind, spirit 101. And that calls for starting with a definition. The nerd and the hippie are going to give you two different definitions. The official definition is body, mind, spirit medicine is an approach to health that treats illness by addressing physical biology, emotional experience, and the human search for meaning together as a single discipline. Then hippie likes to add, and body, mind, spirit is understanding healing as a sacred integration of body, mind, and soul. And it's recognizing that we are not physical beings that sometimes have a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings that are here having a temporary physical experience. We'll have plenty of time over the next few weeks to explore more what that means. And today we'll be focusing on the why. Why do I believe in the body-mind-spirit connection so strongly? And this is something that comes not only from my personal experience, but also from my professional experience as an oncologist for 15 years. In the next section, we'll be talking about some myth busters, what mind, body, spirit medicine is and is not. The following session, we'll be talking about mind, body medicine foundations. What are the things now validated by science that explain how our emotions and experiences translate into cellular functioning? And that's going to include stress, the adrenergic response, cortisol, the mitochondria, inflammation, and all those fascinating topics. The following week, we'll be focusing on spirit medicine, and I'll be doing my best on trying to put together so many different topics that all fall or get lumped together under the same umbrella. What is spirit medicine? What is not? And how can we use it to improve your health and to improve the chaos in the healthcare system? Ready? Let's begin.